Oye has asked us to give him logo ideas for his WhatsApp TV business that's called All Rounder Media. This is a static version of the idea. We have animated it to make music and add quite bouncy animation. So look at the end results and then jump on Canva with me to design this. Animate this logo, we are going to create a blank video canvas and then we're going to design it from there and then animate it from there. Is to press C for circle and add a circle to your design. Then you're going to change the color and make it a bright red, and then duplicate the shape by holding the Alt key and drag it to the side, or just pressing duplicate and then duplicating that. Just reduce it slightly so that it represents the type of the old school film circle that we used to have in the olden days, and then change that to a white color, and then you can duplicate to have 4 more of the same. Your Alt key also works quite nicely. You can use that. It's not a problem at all. Just have a old school film design that we are creating so that it looks like that. Then you're going to duplicate the last circle, reduce it to make it a small center, and then add the center in the middle, and then you're going to download that icon as a transparent background. And if you don't have transparent background and background remover, you can always use my link below to do that. Once it's downloaded, add it to our uploads. While it's doing that, you can delete the shapes that we've added and then add the image that we've created. Reduce the extra space of your image and then size it just a little bit, not much, to a nice size that looks like that. Then select edit photo because we want to take off the white that we've used for our design, and I know this is going away very soon on Canva. We will make a plan when we are doing these designs. We are using the old editor. So you want the old editor, click back on edit image, and we want the old background remover because this one takes away the extra shapes that we've added in white. And then you select apply. Your icon, done and dusted. Your big step number 1 is done. So you're gonna move this film to the side, and to create a beautiful background, you're gonna go to your elements and you're going to search for a background that you could use that has color at the background. So this one that I found is called Unentitled by Pixaway, and it's a wall. So just add the wall to your design and set it as an image background. Then you're going to press T for text, and you're going to highlight the text and change the font and call it Days. So go search for a font called Days, and we're going to use this nice roundish Days font, and you're going to type A, which is capital letter A, and then you're going to create the words all rounder, all separate words or letters that you're going to use. So what I mean by that, you're going to create an A, and you're going to use your duplicate, or you're going to hold the Alt key down and then click and drag it to the side to create the second letter. Make sure that it's a small letter and create an L, and continue doing that, creating the name of our WhatsApp TV. Highlight all of the letters, reduce the size so that it's a little bit smaller, align it to our design, and then go to our elements and search for a rectangle. rectangle. So we're looking for a rectangle graphic that looks something like that can change color and be white, and edit just up until the A and the R, and then press T for text to add the word media in capital letter, and use a font open source for the text. Make it nice and bold, enlarge it, add it to the box, and then space the letters to fit the rectangle this way, and then change the color to red for your media, and then highlight the two, group them, and go to the ellipses and download the selection of media as a PNG with a transparent background for your selection. And you can go ahead and delete the group. We want it to be a PNG and add it to the design because we would love to have it animate when we're doing the animation. Next, we are going to finalize the logo design. We haven't started with the animation by picking the O letter and then bringing it a little bit down, and the U and the N. What we want to do there, we want the film reel to fit on the curve. You're then going to make your adjustments and align your letters and make sure that everything is absolutely okay with your 2D design. And then we jump into animation. Cool stuff. Let's apply animation on our design. The best way to do this kind of animation is to use the sound of music that you want to add on here. I found this beat. You can also always go to your elements and search for different kinds of beats. So I went and I typed beat, and then I went audios, and there are different kinds of beats that you could use for the animation. So I don't know, it's up to you. You are the one that knows what kind of song you want and you want to use. So I found this beat at freesound.org and I want to use this. So in order for you to be clear and clear-minded when you're doing this, your animation and your pages needs to be split, and you need to have small frames that you need to create small frames of pages to apply this kind of animation. And the first thing that I want to hear the beat and then start applying the animation and then reducing the page or the frame. So my pages are going to be my frame. So keep a clear mind when you do this, because it is going to take you a bit of time to have the exact kind of animation, but it is going to be lots and lots of fun. So I'm going to listen to my song, number 1. Then I'm going to apply animation, number 2, and then number 3. Then I will reduce the frame, which is the page, and then add an extra page in order for me to apply the animation going forward so that it looks quite cool. First, listen. So then I know that it starts giving a beat over there. So I want the ball to start moving the O roundabout there. So what I'm going to do, I've listened. Now I'm going to start applying the animation. I want the rim. I will select the element, click on animate, and then create an animation. Then I'm going to drag the ball down like that, and I'm going to make it a little bit smoother. I'm happy with the slowness of that, and I'm going to click on done. On the same frame, I want the O and the U to also go down because the ball is pushing them down with my song. So I'm going to select the O, I'm going to go to animate, I'm going to go create animation, and I'm going to drag the ball down like that. And I'm going to make it smooth, and I'm going to click on done, and I'm going to select the U, and I'm going to select the animate, and I'm going to click on create animation, and I'm going to do exactly the same. I don't like the O's. I'm going to delete the path. I'm going to try again. I'm going to make it smooth. I'm going to click on done. And then I'm going to listen and see how it looks like. Cool. Then I see that the N is also affected by the song. And I'm going to animate that as well and move it also out of the way. Next, I'm going to duplicate the page so that I have the exact same page with sound. And then I'm going to reduce the size of my frame to a second maybe, or maybe 2 seconds, and listen. It's too small. So I'm going to just increase it a little bit. Great stuff. On my second frame, I want these 3 letters to have no animation at all. Therefore, I'm going to remove animation, select the second one, remove animation, select the third one, remove animation, and the rim or the ball that I'm using, it also has animation, but on the second page it's sitting at the bottom, so I don't want it to be at the bottom of the letters. I want it to start moving. Therefore, I'm going to remove the animation and then add a new animation on the ball. So I'm going to start moving it towards the R. And I want to make it smooth, which means that I'm happy with that, which means that the media must go down, the R must also go down. So I'm going to select the media, click on animate, click on create animation, and drag it a little bit down. Happiness, make it smooth, click on done, select the R, and do exactly the same.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient, and soon it can all be worth it.
Depending on the type of animation that you want, you're going to spend time adjusting the slides the way that you want so that it goes hand in hand with the music, and making sure that it is the way that you want. So you're going to spend time playing the music and seeing that it is in line with what you have animated. If it's not, you're going to make adjustments like making the slides a little bit longer so that it is in line with spaces. You're just going to increase it and make adjustments and play it until you are comfortable and happy. And you're also going to be using transitions, because transitions like your match and move will also help your animation along. To have your film spin around, you can use the motion effects on your animation. So you're going to scroll down and select add rotation, and then adjust the rotation to whichever way that you want. And then it rotates, and then you continue doing it like that. I carried on like this for I think an hour and a half adjusting the animation. So I can't load a video like that on YouTube. You're not going to be patient with me. The last thing you would do is to download your design and you're good to go. Let me know what your thoughts are on this animation. I had lots of fun. I really did. I do have a Canva course if you want to learn from me, and it is at Udemy. I'll link it in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had lots of fun. Please add on the comments how much fun you've had with this animation. I will see you on our next video.
Bye.